Hey everybody, Riot Mort here, back with another PvE game. Checking out Monsters Attack, glitched out. Pretty fun one here. Pretty excited to show you some of the power and how flex you can be. But yeah, overall been having a lot of fun on PvE so far. I think this combined with the item changes and the glitched out carousels has been a lot of fun. And I think right now we're still trying to figure out exactly where the new carries fall compared to the old ones. But they definitely open up some new ways to play. Definitely seeing some improvements. So yeah, let's check out this game and see what we're playing here. Going with a tier start again. Tier start's been kind of my favorite. I like some of the early options you can play around things like Lucian, around Vex, but also even something like a Lulu. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of blue buff, but maybe that's just my style. It doesn't mean you should always go blue buff or anything like that. Hey, it's my favorite start. The pairs. How do I hold all these pairs? Pair of Lux, pair of Poppy, pair of Renekton. Items not something we're super fond of here. We don't usually want to build Protector's Vow early. We get an early Shen that gives us 2 Defender if we want to play it. Okay, there's some pairs. There we go. Get the Poppy in. There we go, Defender. This is a pretty good start now. We can play around this Lux. Lux is very good early. I think ever since the buffs, a lot of people are sleeping on Lux as an item carrier. You don't want to play her as your like primary carry usually. That's too inconsistent in the late game. But really, really good if you can get a 2-star Lux early. So, hey, there's that blue buff we were talking about. So, now Lux isn't exactly the best blue buff user, but what are you going to do? All right, augment-wise. Oh, it's Prismatic. Sure Shot Crown, Okay, we re-roll Gadgeteen Crown. Okay, even though this got nerfed and only gives you a cloak now, I'm still a big fan of this augment. It allows you to get 5 Gadgeteen very early. So we're going to take that. I'm going to level up. That'll give us 3 Gadgeteen already. Can have Lux hold this, and we'll use Lux as an item carrier here. So we've got 3 Gadgeteen. We've also got some decent items here. Now, as I mentioned, if we're playing Gadgeteen, unless we're playing Lulu reroll, we probably don't want the blue buff. So that's going to put us in an interesting position where blue buff is not the play. So our items are a little awkward here. Let's see what we do with it. Should definitely do something. I should have slammed something here. Hopefully we're not punished too hard. The enemy doesn't look that strong other than the Sunfire, but they don't have a lot of damage. And they're grouped up in such a way that Lux's ult should do some big damage here. Okay, hitting 2. Poppy also doing some okay damage here. Thank God we had 2 Defender in. There we go. There's some big damage. That's the Lux I was looking for. Alright, thankfully we win this fight. I wasn't punished for not slamming items, but I really should have slammed some items here. Alright, so again, we have a Gadgeteen start here. If we can find an early Gnar, that's going to give us 5 Gadgeteen, which will be huge. We find the Lulu here. Ooh, Shojin. That's always good for this Lux. Alright, we got to slam some items here. If we're going to carry this Lux here, this might be one of those rare cases where Chalice is the correct play. Gives us just enough extra power, gives Annie that extra starting mana. So, this is at least something here. Again, we'll have to figure out who our endgame carry is, but... On the other side, we can see a Living Forge, but everything's 1-star except for the Lucian, which has no items. Not too worried about this fight here. Again, these Lux ults at this phase in the game are going to blow stuff up pretty good. Even with the extra armor and MR from Randuin's there, we should be okay. Yep. You can see that Lux damage just really carrying us. Again, the Shojin here, quite nice. So yeah, right now we're starting to think about something with a Gadgeteen frontline and then an AP backline. So, a couple options here. Now, right now, Shen is costing us gold, not doing a bunch. So by selling this, we can get a pair of Wukongs, maybe get a 2-star Wukong, and then hit 10 gold. So now our economy is going to start building up here. We don't really want to level because, I mean, yeah, the thing we're really looking for is Gnar, and Gnar can happen now anyway. 2-star Lulu would give us a secondary carry, so we don't really need to level anyway. Alright, so we're going to place the Shroud, that 250 health. We don't get to Shroud anybody. That is a 2-star Neela. The only way we win this fight is if Lux snipes the backline, because there's the Poppy damage, taking out that Lucian. Lux. Hey, we got lucky. That's half their backline. That's the rest of their backline. Now we should be able to 4v1 this Neela. That was definitely some really good fight RNG for us. Because again, if those ults had all gone towards Neela and she just healed them up, that backline damage would have beat us. So big thanks to Poppy there. And our Lulu, Challenger Lulu. Alright, item-wise, we're going to be last pick here. A lot of doubles here. A double belt could give us a Warmogs. Double armor could give us... you know, the Bramble for that. We could actually, if the Annie would give us an Annie 2 and a Spark. That's not bad. Okay, we don't get the Annie, so it looked like double armor maybe? Yeah, double armor I think is going to be the play here. It's the 2 cost. It's going to make our Poppy even tankier. Still puts us in an awkward spot where we're down a few items. Okay, hitting the Lulu here was really good. Because we can level up. The Lulu's going to benefit from the Chalice more than the Wukong will. And so now we kind of have 2 carries, 2 2-star carries. That's going to feel pretty good. We don't need this Sivir. So yeah, Gnar is going to be the big breaking point. If we can find a Gnar here, that'll give us 5 Gadgeteen, which will be a big spike. And that's one of the best parts about the Gadgeteen augments, is that they allow you to get that 5 Gadgeteen very early. Alright, up against somebody who took High Roller, but hasn't really used it, and all their backline is 1-star. I can't imagine we lose this fight. Okay. Cool. Again, we're still in a weird spot, though, because none of our items slammed are really, like, core to our endgame composition. You know, we don't have a bunch of Gnar items. We don't have much... Oh, we hit the Gnar. Okay, hitting the Gnar here, it's definitely worth taking out 2 Defender. We also get the Warmogs and the Titans. Okay, well, this Poppy's not dying. That's nice. Alright, that feels pretty good. I'd be shocked if we lost this fight now. This Poppy is going to be a beast. And with 2 backup carries with that Chalice. Yeah, really can't complain here. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we're up against somebody playing Hacker, but otherwise not that strong, so... Whew! Yeah, you can see that Poppy just not really taking a ton of damage here. Cool. Alright, so full win streak. That's exactly what you want with a Gadgeteen start. Yeah, you can see Poppy was our top damage by a pretty significant margin there. Whew! Go Poppy. You love to see it. Alright, 3 win streakers in the lobby again, though. So, quite a few people win streaking right now. What do we got here? Another Titans, the Shroud. It's PvE round. Who cares? But again, it's nice to know this Poppy is dealing and taking 30% less damage. Or dealing 30% more damage, taking 30% less damage. I don't know. Feels like we're in a good spot here. Getting that Gnar early. We can level up, put in the Wukong. That'll give us Defender back. So... some extra gold. No good way to hit 40 quite yet. Oh, now there is. Okay, no good way to hit 50. Item-wise, we end up with an Archangel. Archangel's a little weird here, but it's not bad, especially if we end up with a Nunu. Archangel's Nunu is not the worst. We could go Shojin's, Archangels, and then Ionic Spark on the Poppy. Level up, put that in. Yep. I like that. I like that. These are good slams. The Archangels is also nice early, because now that it has that starting mana, we're going to get like an initial Lux cast that could swing the fight pretty heavily. And then if we win, we can sell the Poppy, sell the Lux, and that'll put us at 40. So level 6, 40 gold. Really good spot to be. Up against somebody that does have some brawlers going, but otherwise nothing too crazy. Again, getting the Ionic Spark here also gave us the extra shred on this front line. So I can't imagine we're going to be in trouble here. Yep. Whew, 750 on that backline. Whew. Nice. Yeah, so again, this is a strong Gadgeteen start. High tempo, very powerful. We hit a lot of 2-stars on the way up. Feels pretty good. Okay, it's a 3-3-4. And the Aatrox one's really interesting here. We're already really tanky. And this Aatrox one basically gives your team the Death's Defiance passive. And so what that means is your team, like, instead of, like, let's say you get dealt with 1,000 damage, 500 of it won't happen until the next 4 seconds. It'll come later. And that can be really good if you have healing items, because it will allow you to heal through the damage. So you can do some pretty crazy stuff with this augment. It might be OP, we'll have to see. The thing that makes me maybe it's okay is that you still take all the damage, but the fact that you can heal through it means healing item value goes up tremendously. And so you can see here we have the Bloodthirster on the Aatrox, we've got the Hand of Justice on the Lux. Oh, this person is positioned so that Lux is going to wreck them. Whew, that's some Lux damage. But yeah, you can just see that damage coming in pretty slow because of the Aatrox augment. There's also a world now where I'm looking at this going, okay, we're going to sell the Lux and put the Gadgeteen emblem on a 2-star Aatrox. So a 2-star Aatrox that's constantly healing would be really powerful if we can get an early 2-star Aatrox or something like that. So fun augment to try here. But yep, still win streaking, which is good. We could level up to try to preserve the win streak. Put in that Wukong if we really wanted. Looks like I'm going to play it a little greedy, though. Oh, hit the 2-star Annie. That's a good hit. I don't know. Feels like this would be one of those times where leveling up to keep the streak would be good. I also should have put Gnar in the backline on the other side in case I could shroud something. This is that 2-star Neela we saw earlier. But again, their backline's still pretty weak, so as long as we can get some good Lux ults... That was a good Lux ult. Tore the backline apart. Again, we're also, because we have this Aatrox ult, we're going to be prioritizing healing items. So any healing items we can get is going to be really good here. Stuff like Redemption, Bloodthirster, Gunblade are all going to be very powerful choices here. Thank you, Lux. Alright, thankfully our greed paid off. Still full win streaking. There's actually 2 full win streakers in the lobby. So this is one of those lobbies where, you know, very top heavy. The tempo comp's doing work here. Okay. It is a lesser champion duplicator. That will give us a 2-star Gnar if we want it right away. If we could grab that Aatrox, that would give us, you know, close to an Aatrox too. Nope. Already got taken. Darn. Alright, at this point, we're last pick, so we're just kind of doing what we want. Sunfire would have been good. Nope, no Sunfire. Well, there's still a belt there. There's still a belt. Hey, there we go. Alright, Sunfire is probably the play here. We can Sunfire the Poppy. That gives us our anti-heal. Not too shabby. Titans. Now, it's kind of a misplay. I'm over-indexing on the Aatrox here. The Poppy has the Gadgeteen bonus and the Aatrox doesn't yet. So it is a bit of a misplay to over-index this much, but it's definitely worth it to level up here. Get the extra Defender. There we go. And again, I think it's really worth it to put the Sunfire here. But you could make the argument that we're looking for something closer to like Redemption because of that Aatrox hero augment. So we'll see. All right, Windstreaker versus Windstreaker here. They're running Prismatic Double Trouble, but they have 2 Ramesses. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know. It looks like they don't know. It looks like, again, the Aatrox doing work there with that built-in Death's Defiance passive. And it looks like the win streak is going to be ours. Sweet. Double Trouble doesn't work on threats. Alright, one more. If we can keep it going. Okay, Titans. Again, I'm over-indexing. Like, both of these items should actually have gone on the Gnar, not the Aatrox. So I'm kind of over-indexing on this Aatrox right now. The Aatrox should just be the passive for the Gadgeteen to succeed until we 2-star him. So... we check the weather. The weather's just sunny. Again, not slamming Sunfire is also a little greedy here. Okay, Hacker Warwick in the backline. It's a little scary, but thankfully, again, that Aatrox passive, that Aatrox hero augment's going to keep this Lux alive at least for a bit. So should be able to get some casts off. And now we get to the point where it's my whole team against this 1-star Warwick. But this 1-star Warwick does have Hacker. He's going to be alive a long time. I think we're going to need overtime to kill this. Come on. Thankfully, yeah, again, Aatrox just healing through it with the passive. There's the overtime. Whew. All right. Win streak continued. Thanks, Aatrox. All right, full win streak. Anytime you can full win streak, you're happy. We can hold the Gnar. Gnar is the kind of champion that I think a lot of people are sleeping on right now, but especially if you can get the Gnar 3, he does a surprising amount of damage, so... And since we're so far ahead, it doesn't hurt us to hold the Gnar here. We're definitely getting to the point, though, where Lux is going to stop being that useful. Okay, a lesser duplicator. That really gives us a sign that maybe Gnar is the play here. Because now we're at 5. We can build a Titans on this Gnar. Okay, we're leveling up. Hey, another Gnar. Okay. A Garen. Garen could do some cool stuff. 6 Gnars. We hit the Nunu. That's big. Alright, so that's going to allow us to make the Gadgeteen Aatrox finally. Let's get some items on Gnar, hopefully, here. Nope, we're going to index on this Aatrox here. On the other side, the enemy looks pretty strong here, and we kind of just got rid of a lot of our damage. Hopefully, Nunu can carry us here. Yep, Nunu did some great work there. Whew! 6 Gadgeteen. Don't do this at home. Seriously, it's terrible. Can probably take out the Lulu. The Lulu's not doing us any good. Time to figure out our comp, though. Boom, 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 boom. We definitely would love to hit Aatrox 2. Portable Forge is always fun. Oh, we hit the Leona. Alright, unfortunately our Ornn items weren't great, but Eternal Winter on the front line isn't bad. If we build Aatrox full tank, and then let Gnar be our carry, that could work. We do also hit the Leona here. I should really be taking out things like this Lulu. That's going to give us Prankster on our Gnars. That's going to give us Aegis. And I really think there's an angle here now where we have the Leona, the Wukong, and the Gnar, where instead of the Aatrox, we play Gadgeteen Mech Garen, which can be an incredible frontline. So, alright, the enemy's looking pretty tanky here. This is going to come down to, can Nunu stay alive long enough to do big damage? If not, I feel like we lose this fight. Leona doing some big damage on this Warwick. That Warwick's still alive, though. This is not looking good. Aatrox doing some good work, though. Okay. That's a big snowball. I think we're okay here. Yep. One more proc on the snowball. Turn around, Nunu. Turn around. There we go. Nice. 8,000 damage, Nunu. You love to see it. Okay, another Garen. Again, one more Garen, and then like an Aatrox, and we can remake. Which would be pretty nice. Don't really need a whole lot of this. Yeah, see, I really should be investing in this Gnar, and I'm not. Another Leona, another Gnar. Oh, okay, there's Gnar 3. Oh, a little slow. Little slow. So we don't get our Gnar 3 this time, but that's a Gnar 3 now, and so Gnar 3 is definitely worth investing in. Again, we're watching this Nunu, see if he can carry us. Aatrox on the other side. Uh-oh, Nunu, don't die, Nunu. I don't have healing this time on the Nunu. Ooh, good damage. Uh-oh, it might not be enough, though. Oh, Leona. Leona. It's so slow. Okay, we're through. And... oh, this fight was close. Whew. Thank you, Leona. Okay, Gnar 3 here again. Big deal for Gnar 3. That's going to feel good. Especially if we can get a Bloodthirster here. That'll be nice. We've got that 2 Aegis. We've got that 2 Defender. Okay, the cloak is still there. Nope. Alright, well, I guess we're getting a tier. Now, the positive here is the tier is going to give us a redemption, and we talked earlier about how healing is really, really good in this composition. So, can't complain about that. I've got to start investing in this, this Gnar, though. It's a little criminal that I haven't invested in this Gnar. Come on, Mort, you can figure out. I sell the Wukong. That's a play. This Mort guy. We sell the Poppy to move some items. Okay, we're going to make Nunu very tanky. It's fine. Nunu has kind of been our carry, so the longer he lives, the better. Nunu is going to want 1 healing item, though. We're going to want 1 healing item on Nunu. Okay. Looking decent here. Whew. Alright, Gnar 3 with 0 items doing at least secondary damage. I really have to get some items on this Gnar. Okay, there's the Garen 2. Come on, let's get some items on this Gnar. There we go. No. I kind of need a new Aatrox to move the items. That's the big thing. Why am I selling the mech? Oh my god, I keep selling mech pieces. That's foolish. It's foolish. Alright, well, at least we have an item on Gnar. It's only 1, though. Would love to get some more items on Gnar. Again, these fights are going to come down to how long can Nunu stay alive. And again, you can see the Aatrox hero augment just really keeping everyone alive because it slows down the damage by half. So, really good augment here to slow things down. Gives Nunu time to build up his snowball and then heal up with that Bloodthirster. So, and woo, big snowball. And yeah, you can see the Gnar damage there. Even though it's a Gnar 3 with only 1 item, did a decent amount of secondary carrying there. I really should have slammed items a while ago. But at least we stayed alive. We kept our win streak going, so pretty flexible here. Alright, so Gnar 3 you can see there. 1,300 damage without crits. Not bad. A bunch of gold. An item remover. Okay, the item remover is really good here. That was kind of lucky because now we can just move stuff off the Aatrox without hitting the Aatrox. So that feels pretty good. There's our Bloodthirster for the Gnar if we want it, which I think will be very important. Yep, there's that. We item remove off the Aatrox. Gadgeteen Garen now, which will be big. Yes, come on. Come on. Gadgeteen Garen. Tightens that. That's good. That'll work for now. Although I should probably just Redemption the Garen. The Giant Slayer's good here. I like the Giant Slayer. We can also just Redemption the Aatrox. Keep it next to the Garen. Aatrox scales really well with that health. And so now you can see the Gnar. Now that he has 3 items on the back line. Oof. 1,500 damage ults. That feels good. Alright, if we can level up and get Mech in for this Garen, I feel like that'll be the play. Okay. And yeah, there we go. That's the Gnar that has the potential to do so much damage. So yeah, we'll have an incredibly strong Gadgeteen mech frontline with that Endless Winter. Alright, here comes the level up. Gonna put that in. Seems good. Alright, this feels good. Big front line. Yeah, it's not really worth putting the Chalice there. So we can just position like this. Doesn't matter. Alright, so Big Garen giving us our CC. Gnar and Nunu are the actual carries. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this. God, watching Nunu just run over the backline one by one feels pretty good. If we get Nunu 2, that'll really seal the deal here. But again, the Eternal Winter also slowing down any backline damage. There we go. There's Gnar. And again, now that we have that healing, feels good. Even if he gets low, he just pranksters out of there. And eventually we get through this. Nice. Okay, 17-game win streak. Feels good. We could go for Garen 3. Probably shouldn't, but we could. Hey, there's the Aatrox 2. Nice. Again, Nunu 2, Leona 2, Jax 2. Poppy's just kind of a bot at this point, giving us Defender. I don't know. I like this. This should really go on Garen to give him that 3rd item, get that extra 10% DR. Sure enough, it's going to work out great. No! All right, Mort. This is why YouTube comments call you a boomer. Because you can't place a frickin' Shroud in time. Way to go, boomer. Okay. Again, as long as Gnar and Nunu are alive, these fights should go our way. Garen getting a little low here. If we had a Gunblade on something, that would go a long way. But Gnar should just finish this off. Yep. Look at that. 12,000 damage Gnar. Woo! Woo! I like it. I like it. Full win streak? Okay, Ornn item. If we grab the Redemption, that might just be even more healing to undo that Aatrox hero augment damage, so maybe just go double Redemption here. Randuin's would also be really good here. Death Dance. Double Death Dance. Alright, what do we get? We get... Well, it is Death Defiance. Yeah, we can just Death Defiance Nunu here. Or we could Death Defiance Aatrox, and Aatrox will literally never die. 2 really good options here. The Shojin, unfortunately, doesn't have a good user. I'm debating trying to put Redemption on Garen, but eh. Yeah, okay, so this Aatrox... this Aatrox may never die. I don't know that this Aatrox ever dies. Okay, that is an Echo 3, though. That is an Echo 3 with an Echo 2 with double trouble. So, the thing to note here is our damage might not be bursty enough to take care of this Echo. So, without the Nunu died, so we might lose this fight. The good news is Echo 3 doesn't have a ton of damage by himself. So if we kill everything else, maybe we're okay. Alright. There's the Warwick, so now it's just the Echo. Okay. But Echo versus Aatrox. 2, 1. Alright, well, it's a tie. Does it still count as a Mr. 100? Probably not, I guess. We did tie. We tied the Echo 3. Ah, is that a... Aw, man. Losing your Mr. 100 to a tie feels bad. Another Garen that we don't need. A Jax. Hey, Leona 2. That's going to make Garen a little bit bigger. What is this Aatrox? Nice. Alright. Up against the Hacker comp. This is the Hacker Warwick 2 with 4 Hacker, which is a lot of healing on this Warwick. So... Thankfully, again, with the Eternal Winter, the Stun, the Gnar 3 with good items, and the Aatrox giving us double redemption, I'm not too worried about this fight. Nunu did die early, so again, without the Nunu 2, we're not super strong, but Gnar should be able to carry pretty hard here. And Gnar to the back line. Okay. So we still have that Echo 3 to deal with. The Echo 3 double trouble player. So... I don't know, maybe we get lucky and get Garen 3. We know there's a bunch of Echoes out of the pool, so... Feels nice to see Mech Garen back, doesn't it? He's not quite the same, but it's still pretty cool, and he's got that same ult. Don't need a Sona. Don't need a Gnar. Alright, item-wise, we're getting to the point where everyone that needs items has them. I mean... Yeah, there's really nothing great here. Bramble on Garen, I guess? Sure, why not? So now we just have the Shojin lying around. There's the Jax. Our mech is big. Need those Nunus. Nunu. Okay. All right, we're up against the ghost of the Echo 3 here. Hopefully we can take that out. Again, a lot of this is going to come down to if Nunu can stay alive and stack that snowball, we have a good shot. But if Nunu dies, then we don't have any big burst damage to take out the Echo. Okay, he died this time. So maybe it's another tie? Uh-oh. And... it's not looking good. Oh, Aatrox, maybe? Not looking good. 3, 2, 1. Another tie. We tied the ghost. We lost our Mr. 100 to 2 ties. But it looks like the other player beat him. So now we just have to beat the player we've been beating. That doesn't seem that hard. Roll down for that Nunu, maybe? No. Sell the Garens, you're never gonna hit. Alright, is this it? Like I said, this fight last time wasn't super close. And we do have the Gadgeteen Sunfire as well, which helps with some of that hacker damage. We're really watching Gnar and Nunu. Nunu's still alive. Nunu's still very alive. Uh-oh. Nunu bleeds out. Okay. Big stuns. Oh, this is actually looking pretty close. Here comes the overtime, though. Gnar's still full. We should be okay. Yeah, Gnar being full here. He's just going to walk up and pow. And, okay, one more fight. One more fight. Still no Nunus, which is pretty disappointing. Nope. Still no Nunus. Feels bad. Now we have a Giant Slayer we have nowhere to put. Put it on a Gadgeteen. What are you going to do? Still, I mean, 81 health, and the only thing we lost to were 2 ties of an Echo 3. You can't complain about this comp. So, again, getting lucky with the Gnar 3 was really big here. It gave us a secondary carry. The Aatrox. So, anyway, here you go. Fun way to play Gadgeteen. The combination of the Gadgeteen DR with the Aatrox support augment combined with the redemptions really slows down our enemies enough to be very tanky, letting Gnar and Nunu clean everything up. So, pretty fun comp. I don't know. I was happy with it. AP comps especially will struggle with this to do enough damage to get through. So, oh, a little bit of a freeze there. Okay. And it's actually looking a little close here. Wait a minute. No, okay. Gnar's got me. Gnar's got me. Let's go. GG, it's a first. All right, there you go. I'll be back tomorrow with more videos. Until next time, take it easy.